Good day. I got a couple of things to say to you. Number one, Jesus Christ is the bridge that bridges the gap between the land that we are on right now and the land that the Lord is sitting on, waiting for us to come to Him. That is what Jesus Christ really is. That's why God put Himself in the physical form as Jesus Christ to become that sacrifice, so that at the end of our life, when we can chill in heaven with the Lord. If that doesn't show you how much God really loves us, man, you're not meant to be saved. I made a couple of videos on my family members. And, I've sent this video to a couple of family members. The first respond I sent an email with these videos, right? To my mother, my brother, a couple of cousins, a niece, a couple of friends, and then one of the nieces that I sent it to was, I talked to her. I talked about her in my other video. She was the one that called me on my birthday, asking me what I wanted to do on my birthday, right? What I wanted to do, right? Not anybody else, because it was my birthday, right? So I sent in the email. I told her, like, hey, listen, I appreciate how you treated me, because it's very important in a young person's development that the young person in the matter knows, that you matter too, right? So, we exchanged numbers, and I called her. We talked. And come to find out, my grandmama died a couple of years ago. I already knew, but I never really went there. My grandmama didn't like me, bro, because I was my father's son. Just the same way as my own mama don't like me because I'm my father's son. I've forgiven them all. Don't get the wrong idea. It was just at that time, I wasn't really interested in any of that. But the thing is, my grandmama had a store slash restaurant. Was quite successful with it, to be honest with you. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty big, bro. But the point being, when they got older, they not when they got older, when they were younger. And I'm saying they were already fairly old though, but when they were younger, they gave their children the opportunity to run the store. The some children refused to take this opportunity, and the children who didn't refuse messed the opportunity up. It's kind of sad though, but my grandmama and my grandfather got older. They were not able to run that store anymore. They went broke. My grandmama dies. Let me, right. Doesn't matter. The guy who reads the will from the person who died, right? He invites my grandmama's children to his, right? And one of the children is my father, obviously. My father was expecting a big payday. I only know this story because my niece went there, and we was talking on the phone about it. So my niece went there. She saw him, and she was sitting outside in the hall when they were talking about my grandmama's will and whatnot. I don't even know what was in her will. It's not important, but it wasn't no material things though. But my dad was expecting a massive payout. And FYI, if my father becomes a millionaire or billionaire and he dies and he grants me a portion of his money, I refuse. I reject this. I don't want it. And the same thing for my mother. If she becomes a millionaire, or even if she doesn't and she got a little bit of money and she wants to spread it across her children, I refuse. I don't want anything from you anymore. All right? That being said, my father was expecting a massive payday. You understand? And it wasn't there. So he got mad. I talked to you about my father. You've seen the video. The guy always, responds with anger, bitterness, hate, negativity, screaming, raging, cussing, and cursing. And this is why, till this day, these are my biggest demons, because this is what I've seen from my father. So this is the example that I've had through my father. It's kind of hard to get off of this stuff, but you know, in time, it will become better. It has already become better, but it will get even more better. But when when the when the when the guy who reached the will out told them there wasn't really anything for them, my father got mad. He started screaming, raging, cursing, and cussing. And this shows me that my father will never change. Which is another point. Some people are not meant to be saved, bro. I get your segment, people. You want people to be saved. I get it. But you gotta be realistic about things. And not everybody is gonna be saved. Even the Bible says this. Not everybody is gonna be saved, bro. There has to be a balance. There has to be a yin and a yang. People who are gonna be saved and people who are not gonna be saved. There has to be the balance. So my niece was sitting outside in the hall, and I got three half brothers, right? And the oldest of the three was there too, in the hall, sitting in the hall, waiting. And my father started screaming, raging, cursing, cussing at his sisters, at his mother. And I told my niece, I told her, like, man, like, this guy is really never gonna change, is he? His behavior has already ruined two of his five sons, and instead of learning from it and changing and becoming a better person from it, the guy just continues down the very same path that he's walking on right now, that he has been walking on till right now, and he's not changing. What do you think is going to happen with my three half brothers? It's not going to end well for them, bro. It's not going to end well for them. But anyways, he was screaming at everybody. Yeah. Screaming at his mother, who died, can't defend herself. He was screaming at his sisters. Yeah, bro. Like, this is how my father is. This is what I've seen from my father. This was my main example. So, it's hard to get rid of stuff like that, because I have suffered and I still suffer from things like that as well. If you ever had a life that is really bad, bro, and everything else that goes bad, no matter how small it is or how big it is, it feels like all of the things that already went wrong in your life are being added on top of that one little thing that goes wrong in your life, and you just get triggered. That's the demon that I'm facing right now. But anyways, it was good talking to my niece again, though. Yeah, she been through a lot too, bro. It's sad, bro. But that's my father. He's not gonna change. Some people got, one piece of concrete in front of their face, which is hard to penetrate. These people got 20 pieces of concrete in front of their face. You try and penetrate through that. But anyways, I sent an email, to her, to a couple of cousins, a couple of friends, my mother and my brother. And my mother and my brother, they have both seen the video and read the email. They haven't replied to me at all, because they are the type of people, they don't like to see anybody else doing good. They want to see themselves do good, and if they themselves cannot do good, then they don't want to see you do good, because they want you to be like on a few steps below them, so that they can feel better about themselves. You understand? This is a worthless way of thinking, bro. I don't care who's better than me. I'm happy that you're better than me. Go ahead and do your thing. But you don't want me to be better than you for what? Because I'm younger than you? because I'm younger and more wise than you. I'm ahead of the curve, and you're not. I'm willing to ask certain questions that get certain answers, which you are not willing to do due to your ego and your pride. So they've seen my email, they've read my email, they've seen the videos. They do not respond to me at all. This pretty much confirms everything that I've said in my video about them, right? They only care about themselves. They don't care about anybody or anything else. They only care about themselves. And I can pretty much guarantee that these people have been talking a lot of ish about me behind my back together, you know. Maybe not though, but there's a strong possibility that they have been though. But you know, listen, when I first came to Christ, not first, look, I came to Christ in end of November. So in mid or end of December 2023, I'm talking about, I've asked Jesus, you know, like, hey Jesus, you know, I want to talk to my mother about you. Should I go? The day that I asked that, the same night when I went to bed, I got an answer in my dreams. And the answer in my dreams was I was with my mother. But, you know, it was the way that it always was when I was still in contact with her. She's happy because she can use me for her baggage. And I'm feeling miserable. So that was the dream. You know, she was hugging me. She was happy, smiling, and I'm miserable. You understand? So that was the answer. Like, you know, it's not the time right now, you know. So it was like, all right, Lord, no problem. I'm going to wait. When the time is right, I'm going to do it. And to be honest, I don't think the time was right when I went, because I went last Sunday when it was Mother's Day. I don't think the time was right. But I had to do it though. So I went to my mother, you know. It was Mother's Day, and the reason why I went on Mother's Day was I was thinking, like, you know, my brother's gonna be there too, because he's gonna want to celebrate Mother's Day with my mother. But he didn't even show up. So I'm, you know, going to my mom's house. She opens the door. And remember what I talked to you about, you know, my mom doesn't want me to come to her house alone because she's scared. She opened the door though. She let me in her house though. I was by myself. She was by herself. Just the lies that this woman is putting out, bro. It's unbelievable, bro. But anyways, so I enter her house, you know. I sit down and I tell her, like, I instantly tell her, like, there's a reason why I came here today. And the reason is Jesus Christ. And I want to talk to you about Jesus Christ. So, you know, I ask her, have you read the email and seen the videos that I've sent to you? She says, yes, I've read it and I've seen it. I've said, did my brother see it and read it? Did my brother read it and see it? She said, yes. Like, then why can't you guys give me an answer? Why can't you reply to me? Because they don't like to see somebody else doing good. That's why. But anyways, so I'm talking to my mother, you know, talking to her about, you know, like how much Jesus loves us and what he has done for us. And, you know, ego and deaf ears make it unavoidable to not get hurt. You're not going to get hurt because of ego and deaf ears. So, you know, my mother's, she's asking a lot of questions, but she's asking it in a mocking way. I thought you needed this and I thought you needed that. No, you basically really need to build your relationship with Jesus, your personal relationship with Jesus, you know, and if you are pure of heart. So I'm not saying sin free. I'm saying pure of heart in the form of you mean in your heart what you say to Jesus, you know, that he's going to give you an answer or two. And she continues, you know, she talks a lot of nonsense, to be honest with you. But I'm telling her at some point, I'm like, Mom, listen, in life, God has given you a few guardian angels, all right? These guardian angels are protecting you as we speak right now from demonic spirits and their attacks on you. That's how much God loves you. That's what he did for you. And that God is Jesus Christ. It's not no Krishna. It's not no Allah. It's none of that stuff. It's Jesus Christ. You know, my mother's reply was, well, I'll be all right. You know, I'll be all right. No, you're not. You want to know what happens to people who reject Jesus Christ? When they die, he's going to reject them. And the guardian angels that he has sent to you since you were born to protect you are not going to be able to protect you in the afterlife when he denies you. And that's when it's going to get ugly, because you're going to go to hell. I don't want you to go to hell, ma. Well, I got my religion and I got my religion. I'm like, ma, please. I'm not here to disrespect you. Oh, you need to respect me, and you need to respect my religion. I'm like, mom, if I don't respect you and I don't love you, I wouldn't even be here to talk to you. So I tell her again, like, mom, please, this is what it is. And she just, I'm fine, I'm gonna be fine, and blah, blah. I'm like, all right, well, it is what it is. There's a couple of other things were said, when like she felt that she was being attacked in the video that I made about her. I'm looking at her and I'm like, I didn't lie anything. I didn't lie in that entire video about anything that I said. I did not lie about anything in that video that I said. Anything. She knows I'm right. Yeah, it's cool, man. I'm not gonna. The point is, I went home. Later that night, I went to bed, and man, just playing on my phone, playing a few games. Turn my phone off, close my eyes, laying in bed. I'm almost falling asleep, and then I see this image. I see this hand holding a person like this, right? Like this. I'm sorry, holding a person like this, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, what is this? And then I see, the hand is releasing the person. All right. Now I see the person falling into the lake of fire. All right. And that person was my mother. It's not a. I'm not going to say I lost sleep over it. But this is what's going to happen when you talk to people and they don't want to hear it. That's what's going to happen. And that's another thing that I want to say. Did I already said it? I can't remember. But not everybody is meant to be saved, people. Again, the yin and the yang, the balance has to be there. Not everybody is meant to be saved. You can talk to a person all you want. And my mother knows what kind of person I used to be. How much hatred I had inside of me. She was one of the triggers that triggered it for me. And then, I told her, like, Jesus made me stop smoking weed, stop smoking cigarettes, stop watching porn, stop masturbating, stop lusting after women, stop fornicating, stop doing this, stop doing that. I was able to forgive everybody of you. And this is another thing that she, I told her, like, I've forgiven all of you. Everybody who ever did me wrong in my life, I forgive them. I have to. That's the way of Jesus. If I don't forgive anybody else, why should Jesus forgive me? I'm not worthy of his forgiveness if I'm not able to forgive. And my mother is like, oh, it was all my fault. And, please forgive me. And it was all my fault. And I looked at my mom. I was like, Mom, I already said I forgave you. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter what you did or what you did do or what you did not do. It doesn't matter what you should have done or should not have done. This is how Jesus Christ wanted it. He wanted me to have a life like this so that he can separate me from you, my father, and my brother, and that he could heal me. And when he healed me, I became a living piece of evidence that he exists. This is all part of his plan. You all played your role. That's why I'm fine with it. That's why I'm able to accept it and move forward, because I realize it's his plan, bro. I didn't say bro to my mom, but it's all part of his plan, And my mother, she's like I said, She's a narcissistic personality disorder having individual, bro. So everything has to be evolved around her, and she try to make it about her. I'm like, Mom, this is not about you. This is about Jesus Christ. And there were a couple of things we disagreed on. Sorry. And she tried to pull her old tricks out the bag whenever we disagreed. She tried to say to me that I'm mad. I'm not mad. Oh, okay. Well, you're okay. Yeah, I'm not mad. Why are you purposely trying to trigger me? Like, I'm not asking her that question. I'm just thinking to myself, like, why are you not changing? And you want to tell me that you're gonna be all right? You haven't changed one bit. You're not all right. You need Jesus. I need him too. But at least I'm willing to admit it. Yeah, so I left. I went home. I saw my mother was being dropped in the lake of fire, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. When somebody falls, you see the desperation in their eyes, like, I need to grab onto something because I'm falling and I'm not getting, I can't. Right? That's what I saw in her eyes, bro. That's what I saw in her eyes, bro. The desperation. The hands flailing, trying to grab onto something. And she was dropped in a lake of fire. That's basically why I'm making this video. Anybody who sees this, please, I beg you, can you pray for my mother? Can you pray for my father? Can you pray for my brother? That perhaps they will come to Christ as well and be saved. And none of us deserve this. We don't deserve any of it. Not me, not you, not my family. Nobody deserves any of this. But the fact that Jesus is waiting, the only reason why he hasn't returned yet is because he wants more souls to come to him so he can save them, bro. That's how much Jesus loves us. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So please, I beg you, pray for my family, bro. Pray for my mother, my father, my brother. Pray for them, please. All right. My brother got a daughter. Pray for her as well. Pray for them, please, man. Pray for them. No. I saw my mother being dropped in a lake of fire, bro. I saw it. I just hope that I'm not the one that's going to have to do it. I really hope that the story in the Bible is real, that it's the angel that drops them and not me. Because, the last time I saw something in heaven, it was my point of view, it was my perspective, it was me that saw it. I saw how people in heaven were, like cheering for me and, like being like this and celebrating that I came to Christ. So I really hope that this was not my point of view, but that I was given the point of view of the angel that drops the people into the lake of fire. Because I'm not sure that I'm able to do that. And to be honest with you, like, is it weird that I still love my family, bro? It's not weird. That's the compassion and the love that was given to me by Jesus Christ. It's not weird. It makes sense. Please pray for them, all right? I don't want to see them go to hell, man. Any of them. If it was up to me and I could make a choice, I'd choose my brother and his daughter and his wife. But at least I planted the seed, Yeah, I'm going to be all right. I'm going to be all right. No, you're not going to be all right. It's not going to end well for you, Mom. It's not. You need to open your eyes and your mind and your heart. It's not going to end well for you. It's not going to end well for any of us without Jesus Christ. So please, pray for them, Pray for them. Please pray for them. I beg of you. Ask the Lord to, even if it's only like 1% of all your daily blessings, send it to them. Ask the Lord that, Ask the Lord to. I ask this a lot. Like, Jesus, please, if I get 100 blessings every day, take 99 away and give me one blessing, and that's for me to wake up, so that I can continue to spread where I can, whenever the possibility is there. And I'm not doing this enough by a long shot. I'm not gonna lie, but I am doing it. I am doing it. I am doing it. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not doing it enough. I'm not gonna lie about that either. So when you pray, pray to Jesus. Ask him that, man. Jesus Christ, take 99 of my 100 daily blessings. If I get 100 daily blessings, take 99 and bring them to non-believers. Make them see what it is. Trust me. Do that. And please pray for my family. Man, that was crazy. Not that I lost sleep or anything. Don't get the wrong idea. I mean, I felt sad, but when I saw that she was being dropped in the lake of fire, I instantly heard all the replies that she gave to me when I talked about Jesus, and it was in a mocking way. And the Bible clearly states, like, Jesus/God will not be mocked. So I felt sad, but I didn't feel sad that I couldn't sleep. I fell asleep like 5 minutes later. I had to process it all. And that's when I realized, and that's the message of that whole, I wouldn't call it a prophecy, but that's the message of the imagery that he gave me. Like, not everybody is going to be saved. Not everybody is meant to be saved. You understand? There's a lot of people be like, "Oh, we have to save everybody." No, no, bro. You don't. You don't. You're not gonna save everybody. Not everybody is meant to be saved. And I understand your segment. I understand your perspective, because you're so full of heart. You're so full of love and joy in your heart that you want to, but you're not gonna save everybody. I'm not like you, bro. I'm different. I tell you the truth. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. There's a big difference. This is why he made me like this. He didn't make me all like you guys. Oh, we need to save everybody and all. No, no, no. I'm here to tell you. You spread the seed, bro. You plant the seed. And then you kick the dust off your feet and you move forward. I'm that part of the Bible. You understand? You might be that part of the Bible, but I'm that part of the Bible. Move forward. Do not, bro. It's like the earth spins and you spin along with it. But if you stand still, you're moving backwards because the earth is continuing to spin. Do you understand my point? Do you understand my point? Keep it moving. All right? There are going to be other people on your path that you can help to come to Christ. Help them too. Don't just try to help your family members because they're your family members. I'm not that guy, bro. I'm not. And this comes off quite hateful. I understand. But I have to tell you the truth. I don't do this fairy tale nonsense. I tell truth, bro. And if you don't want to hear it, I gotta move forward and leave you in the dust when I kick it off my feet. That's why I'm asking you, pray for them. It's all you can do. I've dropped the seeds in their heads, you know. And pray for them. That's all we can do. But I'm telling you, you better move forward. You better not stand still, bro. Because when you stand still, you're taking a few steps backwards. And it's not because you move, because you don't. You stand still. But the earth keeps on spinning. So when the earth keeps on spinning and you don't move, you're taking this automatically. You're taking a few steps backwards. You're going to have to play catch up with the rest of these. Don't do that. Keep it moving. It's basically what I wanted to say. I got a few other videos that I should make. I'm not sure when I'm gonna make them. I'm not even sure if I don't know, man. What these other videos, these other topics that I have, they're not that important. So I'm not gonna put any rush behind it to make those videos. Nah, it's worthless. It's not worthless, but it's not as worth it as I thought it would be. So I'm probably not gonna make those videos. And but maybe I should, because maybe you can learn from it. Maybe it can help you on your path. I don't know, bro. This video was more important. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. Man, pray for my mother, pray for my brother, pray for my father, especially for my father. This guy needs it the most. They all need it, and I need it too, but he needs it the most. Nah, it's kind of ignorant to say. We all need it. Pray for all three of them. You want to pray for me? Cool. Pray for me too. I appreciate it. But pray for them. I'd appreciate that more. Thanks. Just, God bless you all, man. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right.